Hey guys! Today I'm whipping up these galaxy themed cupcakes. We have a birthday celebration here. Hunter is turning 11 today and I'm going to be taking these to school so that she can share them with her classmates. The galaxy theme is super trendy right now and these turned out so cool, so I'm going to show you exactly how they're done. Now these are so simple to make. You're just going to need some plain cupcakes. I've used our vanilla cupcake recipe and I've added the link below so that you can follow along with it. I also have some piping bags. I have 3 12-inch piping bags as well as one large 16-inch. I have a 1M piping tip, which is a large star tip, some scissors to cut the piping bags. I also have some whitener and that's going to create the bright white galaxy star effect for us using just a dry paintbrush and some disposable gloves. I've also made up 3 different shades of buttercream. I've used our sweet buttercream recipe and I've added the link in the description box, but you can also go ahead and use Swiss meringue or Italian meringue if you like. Now the first thing I'm going to do is take some of each of our 3 colours and place them into the smaller piping bags. Now taking my larger piping bag, I'm just going to snip the end and place our 1M tip in there. Now I'm going to take the ends of all of our other ones and snip those as well. Squeeze them until the icing is right near the end. And then take all 3 and slide them into the larger bag. Give a squeeze. Now we're going to pipe around the outside, working our way up. When you need to fill them up, you just remove them, pop more frosting in, and go again. Now I'm going to take some whitener, dab our brush in there, and I'm going to flick it over the cupcakes. And then you have some space-tacular cupcakes. These were so much fun. I can't wait to drop them off at school for Honey. She absolutely loves a space galaxy theme and I think these turned out super cool. Thanks for watching, guys. There'll be another video on Friday. Remember to subscribe to our channel to see more cakes and also check out this playlist of our newest videos.
Hi, it's Rosie Cake Diva and today I'm just going to go through a very easy recipe for modelling chocolate. Modelling chocolate's really popular at the moment for making sugarcraft figures and I use it all the time. However, some of the recipes have ingredients that can be quite hard to get hold of. So I've got a recipe that uses really easy to find supermarket ingredients. Now I usually mix my modelling chocolate with fondant or sugar paste and I go into a lot more detail when I do my figures class, so if you want to see that in a lot more detail, I'll put the link down below. Now the ingredients I'm using are 250 grams of white chocolate. This is just ordinary white chocolate from the supermarket, cut into chunks. And I've got 100 grams of golden syrup. That's 100 grams by weight, which is about 75 millilitres in volume. And I've also got some saran wrap or cling film ready for this recipe. Now the first thing I'm going to do is melt the chocolate. I'm just going to do it in the microwave. I'm going to do it in small bursts because I don't want to overheat it. You can do it on the stove if you prefer and find that easier. So I've melted my chocolate and I'm just mixing it to make sure that it's smooth. One thing that people often get wrong is to have the chocolate too warm. So if it is warm because you've melted it, make sure you're patient and wait for it to cool down a bit. So it's still melted, but it's not got as much heat in it. Now I've also heated the syrup. Syrup's very heavy to pour, so I've only heated it enough so that it'll pour a little bit smoothly. But again, don't overheat it. Now, before I mix the two together, I need to get my cling film ready because this all happens quite quickly. So I'm just going to open up the cling film, ready to accept my modelling chocolate. So now that I'm ready to go, I'm just going to pour in the golden syrup and mix it until it's all incorporated. But I don't want to overdo it. And as soon as it's ready, I want to pour it onto my cling film. So very simply, once you've poured it onto your cling film, you just need to spread it out. This just helps it to set a little quicker. There we go. And you're nearly done. Once you've wrapped it, just leave it overnight to set. You can pop it in the fridge if you want, which will speed the process up. But what you'll end up with is something hard like this. Now, all you need to do now is break off a chunk and warm it with your hand, or even better in the microwave very gently, and you'll get back to the consistency that you can use for modelling. Here I've just done a little quick rose here with some modelling chocolate petals, or you can model anything you like. Now I hope you found that useful. Just be careful if you're in a hot country, because you may need to use a little less syrup, or if you're in a cold country you may prefer to use a little bit more, but this recipe works really nicely for me. Hope it helps you. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Andrea from Pink Cake Princess. Today I'm doing a special collaboration with some of my YouTube friends. We're doing a Shopkins collaboration. You can check out all these Shopkins cakes, cookies and other sweet treat tutorials by clicking the links on the screen or in the video description below or at the end of this video. And for my project, I'm going to be showing you how to make these mini doll cakes using the Shopkin Shoppy dolls. My daughters absolutely love these new dolls. I'm going to show you how to create a Poppet doll cake, a Bubbleisha doll cake, and also a Jessie Cake doll cake. Okay, for this technique, I'm not even going to bake the cake. You can buy a cake, or in this case, I've had leftover cake that I had from carving a cake. Now I'm crushing it up in my hands, and then I'm just going to add some chocolate ganache, or you can use buttercream or frosting or whatever you have on hand. I don't have the exact quantities. All I'm doing is mixing the two together until I get a consistency that's roughly dough-like. You can add extra frosting if it isn't sticking together. Now once I've created the ball shape, I'm just going to taper the top a little bit, and then I'm going to stick my finger in to create the space for the doll to sit in. And I've created 3 of them. Now on to decorating. Now my first one's going to be Bubbleisha. So I'm rolling out some pink fondant icing, and I'm using a 7-inch cake board just to help me cut out a circle, or you can use a plate if you don't have a cake board. Now lifting it up and then gently shaping it around my cake. Not pressing it all down, but just creating the skirt look and pressing down where I need it to attach. Now I've wrapped my doll's legs in some cling wrap, and now I'm inserting her into the cake. Now Bubbleisha has these tiny little polka dots all around her little skirt, as you can see there, and I'm using 3 different straws that I'm cutting off to cut out my little circles. Once I've cut out enough circles, I'm going to be attaching it onto the cake. Now firstly I'm doing a row of the larger yellow circles around the middle of the skirt. Then I'm going to do a row of purple towards the top, and then a row of white towards the bottom and the top, and then again another row of white and another row of purple. And that's it, that's Bubbleisha done. Now onto Jessie Cake. She's got a blue skirt, so I've cut out a disc of blue fondant, and I'm covering my cake with that. If you are liking this tutorial, don't forget to click the like button below, and also add to favourites if you want to save it. Now just inserting the doll into the cake, and now I'm creating some little sprinkles, because Jessie Cake has sprinkles all over her little skirt. So once I've cut out the sprinkles, I'm just going to attach it onto her skirt with a little bit of water. And that's it, that's Jessie Cake done. Now onto Poppet. Now she's a little bit different. I think she's wearing a skirt that's supposed to look like a popcorn container. So she's decked up in red and white with a yellow around the bottom. So I've cut out 2 circles in red and white, and I've used my roller cutter or pizza cutter to cut out all these little wedges into the white portion. And once I've cut the portions that I need, I'm just going to paint on a little bit of water to every second portion, and that's going to glue my white portion onto my red portion. Now pressing it on so that it sticks. And I'm just going to lift out the white portion that I didn't wet with the water, and that should come off easily because it shouldn't have stuck to your red fondant. What is your favourite thing about Shopkins? Let me know in the comments below. I know my daughter's absolutely crazy about these toys. Okay, now I've rolled out a strip of yellow fondant, and I'm just attaching it to the outside of my circle with a little bit of water. Okay, and I'm using this tool just to press in some indents, just to create the popcorn look at the bottom of the dress. Now lifting it up and placing it onto my cake and gently shaping it. Now inserting my little doll, and that's it, that's Poppet done. Now you can just add your little toy accessories, your little Shopkins and the little handbags that came with the dolls, and you have these adorable little mini doll cakes. Don't forget to check out the rest of this Shopkin collaboration. Links are on the screen or in the video description below. Now if you want